They won at Foxhall in the 3-star in 2002, and they've completed at Le Moulin and at Rolex. And coming to the halt, holding the halt, a nice prompt move off. And a little bit of a loss of balance there in the middle, which again can be due sometimes to the footing, but quite a positive medium trot there. And she's really pushing for it. And she has to be careful she doesn't just push him off his feet too much, but getting good marks. She's going to certainly give it a very positive ride. She's a very forward rider. It's a 13-year-old horse. And quite a nice lilt to his trot, keeping the rhythm quite well. And now to the extension, and watch the back feet as well as the front feet, really floating over the ground. Very positive, and a very smooth transition back. Got a 9 on the extended trot from Giulio. And I think he appreciated the forwardness of that. She's putting up some good marks. So far, so good. And again, the walk is nice, it's positive, it's very regular. He looks like he's going somewhere. Quite steady in the bridle. There's a nice halt. Smooth backing. You can see that Jenga's just a little bit on edge. Watch his tail. Just a little bit of a swish there every now and again. And you can see the change into the extent. That's a good walk. That is a good walk. Look at the ground covering of the hind feet. Look at him stride out of the front, out of the shoulders. That is a good extended walk. Lots of overstep. And so far, I mean, I hate to jinx her, this is one of the best rides I've ever seen her put in. And she is determined. And she thinks the cross country is doable, is her quote. Whoops, we weren't quite sure which way they were going to turn. Jenga was going to yank to the left, and Bonnie said, no, we're going right. She's giving it a very, very positive ride. It's her first time here at Burghley. And there's a lovely flying change, right on the money, right over the center line. And look how positive she is. She's going forward. No holding back at all, and he's just floating over the ground. Could be a little bit more bend perhaps there in the half pass. But definitely a lot of impulsion. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fairly good on the extended canter. There's no doubt in her mind that they're going to go forward here. She's getting a lot of marks from the Italian. It was not such a clean change, but it was certainly adequate. A lot of 9s. This is going to be up there, this test. A very determined young lady this is. Look at that change. It's beautiful. No deviation from the line whatsoever, and just sliding right through. Watch both legs. There. Absolutely gorgeous. Well done, Bonnie. She's got to be thrilled with this. Some very good marks going up. Well done. A very good ride to finish the first session on. And so that's going to put her up there, I think. I don't know whether it'll take her into the 30s or not, but it'll certainly be a very good score. We have a break now for 20 minutes.
That's completed their test, our final
and then we'll be back
the break.
To watch the second
States of
session.
America, Bonnie Mossa and Jenga. Two confirmed scores now. Emma Lambourne Hall and Harvey's Courage.
This next horse coming into the start box, I recognise this. Bonnie
Mossa and Jenga for America, fifth after the dressage, on a score of 13.9. So a very important round this.
Yeah, and a really cool head on her shoulders, Bonnie Mossa.
A clear round in the time would put her the new leader. John she was obviously pulling into the fence there, but John sat back and kept the front end off the fence.
Now we're waiting to see coming into the main arena for the USA, Bonnie Mossa and Jenga. It's a flying change to get turn left-handed.
If Bonnie's been with Philip Dutton over the years, then she'll certainly know how to ride cross-country. It's interesting, that arena fence. I was chatting to the designers earlier, and they said they designed it to go on 6 strides and 5 strides. But I've seen everything ridden today. There's been 6 and 5 and 5 and 4 and 4 and 4. 5 and 4.
And there's one thing to watch with this rider, which I take note of a lot of American riders. The technique is drummed into these riders from a very early age, and they really do have
on a backward stride.
Land Rover splash. Bonnie Mossa, very clean through there.
A little tap on the shoulder just to keep the horse concentrating.
Good shot.
Bit of elbow working there, get the momentum.
And she's just keeping the horse running to the Coots Cascade.
But she's wasting no time. She's in a really good rhythm. You know, some of them look as though they're going so fast, and then they're setting up too much for the fence.
With me in the commentary bus, John Marsden. Oh, takes a tricky turn at the Land Rover Dairy Farm.
Yeah, certainly be lucky to get that one out of the way. It was got away with it. I mean, the horse just didn't turn. So it's hard because they don't see the second fence. They don't know what they're turning to until they're astride into it. So
yeah, I think
that to let the horses work up and down underneath her instead of trying to dictate. If you come out here and just dictate exactly how the horses are going to gallop, you're not going to be successful here.
Yeah, because a horse left to his own devices isn't going to stumble, you know.
Yeah. Here's Bonnie coming, having a very good round. She's over the halfway point, coming to the Maltings box here. This is a huge fence. Bonnie's always been a tremendous rider, a very, very technical rider, and has never really had the horse underneath her to be able to break into the top level. And this horse, she's done a fabulous job. She's done it all herself. She's got good support from at home while she's out on her own now. And for her first time at Burghley, you know, she's looking for a good ride, and she's coming up to, you know, obviously the most difficult combination here. She can get this. She can get this done. She's going to have a good ride.
Out of Discovery Valley, turn right-handed to go up to the
Pedigree Poser.
Whoa, that's a mistake. Hold on. Oh, she gets away with it. But that's a big flyer to take there in the middle, and other people that feel, you know, like it's difficult.
It's so much about that with these horses, getting into your own sort of psychological state that you transmit positive vibes.
Yeah, it's always that balance again between the aggression and patience, but your job is to really try to make it as easy as you can for the horses, giving them the right speed and the right footwork to be able to get the job done. And if they think it's easy, then they're willing to do something unusual and it won't bother them.
It was great seeing the picture, getting close up on Bonnie's face, that look of focus still, just really there.
And it's, an 11.5-minute course. It's a long time to stay focused, and there's Bonnie's a competitor. She used to be a skier when she was younger up in New England. She was on the junior ski team and didn't really know whether it was going to go skiing or riding, and she made it riding. So she's been a competitor since she's been a young girl, and she's a class act. Bonnie is.
Ron got behind the horse and just been like, you get in there, and the horse has answered. Captain Mark Phillips and Sue Benson at the end of the day should really be pleased with themselves so far, because okay, a lot of the fences have jumped well, but hey, there's good horses and riders out there.
Yeah, it's definitely a 4-star, and the level of mistake is you're going to pay for it, but if you ride well, it's going to reward you, and the horses are coming home very well.
Disappointing for Bonnie to have 41 seconds over, but it's a very good round.
It's a good round. I mean, first Burghley for her. Didn't look like the horse had the full run all the way through, through that full pull all the way up at the top, but the horse jumped very well.
It's taken 12 horses to get a clear run. At least it shows it can be done. This is one of 2 American riders who didn't get into the WEG games, into the team from America, so they've come here instead, so they've got a little bit of something to prove.
Yeah.
And they both went really well yesterday.
I've little doubt that the rider's noticeably having to hurry to get inside the time. It's cost an odd rider a fence by just not having the time to set up. Same for everybody. Just suits some horses better than others.
I mean, this looks as though it's in a hurry, doesn't it?
Yeah.
For Bonnie and Jenga, they finish on 59.30. Takes them one place, drop alone that line, and Monza Puzzle.
Sure, jump down's expensive, isn't it?
It certainly is. It'll be expensive for the next one. I think anything